Hi, my name's Noah with Audi Windsor, and this is the 2020 Audi Q5e. This is almost the exact same as a regular Q5, with the sole difference of it having a plug-in electric motor. So right inside of here is your actual plug-in component. And once you plug that in and it's fully charged, you have about 45 kilometers of all electric range. The other benefit to that is your actual response time when you use the accelerator is improved compared to the traditional Q5. This is the amount of space in the second row. This has the brown interior, individual air vents in the rear. It's also a 40-20-40 folding seat. Benefit for you is you're able to load something a bit longer and not really impede the comfort of the second row at all. Inside of here we have the charging cable, and that is the amount of room in the back. You can fold all of the seats flat, and you also have a cargo cover here which can be removed. Speaking of the electric drive, I've driven this and I've driven the SQ5, and I mean this sincerely in that the Q5e is very similar in driving dynamics because of the instant torque and acceleration. Now this one's optioned with the off-road rims and the thicker tires. That's also going to improve your ride comfort, having the thicker sidewall. See that throughout. This also has the S-Line. So S-Line badging on the exterior, more chrome elements throughout, LED headlights, not part of the S-Line but just standard, and then inside the S-Line sports seats. So these are properly bolstered seats with the thigh extender there as well. These are also 8-way power adjustable seats, which are paired to the 2 memory settings there. When you save your memory setting, it also saves your mirror adjustment, and these have the power folding mirrors too. So whenever the vehicle is turned off, you can have them fold in. One more thing to note on the exterior, keyless entry. So right there you can lock the vehicle. You can use this on all 4 doors, including the rear hatch. So just put your hand inside, it automatically unlocks. Automatic headlights, automatic high beams, all weather lights and fog lights. And I will turn the vehicle on. And just like that, it's silent. You can see there in the top left, we have it set to EV mode at the moment, and 45 kilometers of range. And on the right side here, you can see even at low fuel, you can actually drive this. The total range is 105 kilometers, so you can see the difference there. Cruise control built in there, the 2 paddle shifters. On the actual steering wheel, you can control Audi's virtual cockpit system with those arrows. So we can move between different view modes, have your navigation, your phone hookup, your radio. There are your warning signs. And in here is another image of your range. So date, time, your range between the electric component and the fuel, your actual consumption there, and your driver's assistance. So that's all controlled through those arrows. On the right side, you have the navigation, heated steering wheel, answer phone calls, make voice commands, and then your volume controls there too. And then the MMI system is all controlled through this component here. So you can have preset favorites up there, just like that. You have the actual pad if you want to write, and then you can actually control the menu settings through here. That is the map. In the actual menu, you can hook up your phone through Apple CarPlay, hook up your phone over Bluetooth as well if you just want to make phone calls. You have your radio, your sound, and then in vehicle. Now in vehicle, there are different drive modes. You can either use it in the menu setting there, or you can simply press down here and make the adjustments. In off-road mode, it puts everything in comfort. so the actual throttle input isn't as responsive, and then the steering is very easy to turn. It also turns off traction control in off-road mode. Comfort is similar, but traction control is kept on. Auto adjust depending on your driving habits. Dynamic makes the steering a bit stiffer, so it'll be slightly harder to turn but more direct. And then the throttle sensitivity is more immediate. And in individual mode, you can make adjustments as well. So if you want the steering to be soft but the actual acceleration to be improved, you would put engine in dynamic and steering in comfort there. That's the menu setting, and then you can switch between each individual here. Another volume control down there, your start stop button, the USB port. If you press EV, it keeps the vehicle in e-tron mode. Here we go. So EV, you can keep it fully electric driving. It'll drain the electric battery for the 45 kilometers, and then it'll strictly use the gas component. Hybrid will use the battery charge and the fuel as well, and then battery hold won't use the EV component at all. So we'll go to EV mode there, and right now we are in that setting. So I'll do that for the short drive. I'm going to take it around the parking lot here. These are your parking sensors. When you press these, you have a backup camera, and then your parking sensors up there. Hill descent control. So if you're on a decline, it'll actually keep you at a steady speed. And then the button down here is to turn off the screen. If you find at night it might be too distracting, you can always turn that off and not use it. Just above us is the large panoramic sunroof. This makes a huge improvement for second row passengers. I'm actually going to jump in the back for a moment just to show you how much room there is. And I have the front seat in my ideal driving position. Fold out that middle one. The thing I like about the Q5 is the actual footwell space is plenty, and in me being 6 feet tall, I still have about 5 inches there. It is comfortable, but the biggest improvement I find is actually having a panoramic sunroof. It's comfortable for the second row passengers. Let's take this for a short drive. And in the gear shifter, simply pop it down there. You can hear it's relatively silent. The only noise you will hear is a regulation noise with the government. You have to have a small noise when it's in electric mode. But right there, the torque is instant. I actually find this more enjoyable to drive than the SQ5 because there's less vibrations as well. We're slowly getting there to full electric, and this is probably the best way to have that in the Q5 at the moment. And that is the 2020 Audi Q5e. Now, if there's anything I didn't go over, anything you'd like to know, please let me know. You can actually hear the engine just turned on right there, just because I was accelerating a bit faster than normal. Thank you very much for watching.